Welcome to anybody who watches this in the playback. So I'm gonna start off with the mudras, of course. Um, if you see the title, where I'm gonna most likely 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, the cards, the messages that come through the cards are going to match what I'm like what my intentions are for this live to be on. But whatever comes out needs to come out. Okay. So we're gonna put that out there. I send everybody the highest vibration of love, strength, tenacity, resilience, power, understanding your power. Oh, there we go. Because it's one thing to have the power, but you have to understand the power that's within. Okay, because a lot of people have been activated with new gifts, new insight, new clarity. Go ahead. Thank you. Um, New understanding of their emotions, the emotional scars that they harvested for a long time. So, like with all that understanding and being able to put each understanding, like compartmentalize, basically the understanding of what's going on with you, this here, understanding this, not, you know what I'm saying? Because it could all get jumbled, and it's perfectly, let's just put it out there, perfectly okay to be part of the chaos of, you know what I mean? That inner chaos of not knowing like what the hell is going on when it's going on at times, because it's times, many times that I'm here and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I don't, and I surely don't want to try to figure out, like when I'm in those chaotic moments, I don't want to sit there and try to, like, you know what, you know what I mean? I'm just experiencing what I need to experience, and that's what it is, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's see what mudras are going to come up. But at the end of the day, I saw, and I can't, her name honestly slipped my mind, but I'll mention her because I always mention, people who incite, you know, going within and understanding levels within me. I'm always going to share the information. So when I remember her name, or come across the video, I'll either link it or I'll say her name in the video. But her, and I don't need, I mean, she didn't say it like this, but how I interpret it, y'all know, what I'm saying? We all in our different spaces. How she mentioned it, like it's like letting out, like releasing that inner ancient pain that's in us. Because a lot of us that are knowing that we're warriors, we're knowing that we have a powerful position, right? Sometimes we forget to just release. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we forget to cry. And you can set the intentions to cry. You can set, like, she did another video, and in that video, and tears started to come. So let's not forget that, like, we have to release. Like, we've been releasing, we've been doing it, but it's certain times when we gotta do it. If that makes sense. Let me see. Give me one more drink for the collective. One card, one mudra, please. Thank you. That was so quick. I love it. All right, so we have intuition. This card has come out before. Deep down, you just know yellow. You already know it's solar plexus energy. This is called shell mudra. That's what it's called, shell mudra. Okay, you can screenshot this if y'all like. Of course. Okay. All right, so It's called this. It looks like skank, but that's what it looks like a skank, but that's how I like it spelled. So it's called a skunk. Skunk. Hopefully, I don't, mudra is good for your windpipe and voice. Now, if you guys can hear, my voice is off. I got a cold virus, last Friday. Me and my son got it at the same time. And prior to that, my voice was off. My throat chakra was shot. Since I was a little girl, I've dealt with being hoarse. My mom used to take me to the hospital, doctors a lot, because I used to always deal with hoarseness, always. You know what I mean? You would swear I was a singer or something. But it's a little clearing. It says it brings inner calm and harmony and awakens your intuitive powers. The right hand symbolizes a seashell. Okay, I want you guys to see this. And the left thumb is the pearl within. Example, your higher self. So you're the shell and your higher self is the pearl. I like that. Okay. That part of you which knows that part of you which knows what is right and important for you, with each every time you exhale, sing out a long, deep Oh, I love that. That feeling that you get when you say okay. See yourself descending deeper and deeper into your innermost recesses with every breath which you take. That is where your higher self keeps the answers to all of your questions. You become aware of stillness and emptiness and are ready to receive the inner voice. Deep down, I know what is right and important for me. Deep down, I know what is right and important for me. Okay. So I just got the feeling that I need to do this tonight, like as I'm, before I go to bed. And I am. Because there is some lingering energy with some of us that, it's like sometimes we got to go deep within to get the missing pieces. Okay. So this is the mudra. So we take you like right here. You guys can see. And it looks like it's like this. And let me just say this, don't ever be scared of what comes to you. I remember I was trying to figure out something. This was months ago. And I went to where I needed to go to get the answer, and I didn't like it. So I came out of meditative space because I'm like, oh no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And a lot of times, obviously, it's ego. Ego will block you from knowing. Ego will block you from an array of things. So you are the conductor of your own everything. So don't let ego get to the point where it, even scares you from getting information or knowledge or clarity that you need. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So that's that. Okay, then we'll go into the Moonology deck, of course. So let me just say this before I even get into this deck, because on the on the title of the live, it's the mastering the art of being and of doing and being, or not. What are you doing and being? Okay. So doing is when you're in action mode. Being is when you're just in stillness. When you're in rest mode, when you're in spiritual rest mode, not just physical rest mode, but when you're in spiritual rest mode. So there are times where I go into hiatus and hermit mode for weeks and months. And the good majority of that time, I'm in not doing anything. I'm not doing much anything because that's what I'm putting out. Is it frustrating? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, honestly, speaking from my human place, but at the end of the day, it has a purpose. Everything. And we're in Scorpio season. Scorpio season is all about death. Death of ego, death of anything that needs to die. Everything that needs to die. Inner stuff, outer stuff, as we out anyways. But I'm just saying, period. It's about clearing out the rest of the stuff right before we go into winter solstice. So that's what we got to do. I remember 2021 Scorpio season kicked my ass, and I'm talking about spiritually, because yeah, that's when you get all the stuff. It's like you saying, "Come on, spirit, give me all the smoke." But you know, but it's important for you to know. Do not let yourself do not. And there's another thing with ego. Ego will try to stop you from going into being, that energy of just being. It will say, no, you got to get up and do this. You got to do that. This person thinks you're lazy. Your kids need this. They're needing, you know what I'm saying? No, you are nothing to no one without you. So if you don't put yourself first and just do what you're called to do, I mean, you got to listen to your spiritual hierarchy now. If your higher self is telling you to sit down, Brown, then yes, what you need to do. Because you don't know what's coming. You don't know what's formulating. You don't know what's going on with you, period. So you have to go into that mode. You have to trust that everything is, that what's going on needs to happen. So, period. Okay, let's just say that. So let's see, what are the messages? Take your time. There's no rush. Who are you rushing? Somebody is rushing out there. You are not in competition with nobody. And when people say, well, I'm in competition with myself, hey, teach his own. I'm not even going to say that. I'm here getting everything I'm supposed to get out of this phase. And I need to be in gratitude for each and everything that happens for me. I don't necessarily have to say I'm in competition because I don't even know how that makes sense. But if it makes sense to you, then there you go. I'm not trying to tell nobody how to do. I'm just putting it. I'm doing my due diligence as a light worker, as a warrior, as somebody who's been digging through with little shovels for years, digging out all the shit that don't matter, cleaning up my ancestors' shit, cleaning up my mommy shit, cleaning up all the shit my dad dumped on me, all the ex-lovers dumped on me. So I'm just doing my part, and I'm sharing with you guys so you can do your part for those who call. Because many are called, few are chosen. And I'm just saying. All right, let's see. Let's get a few messages from my watchers. Only a few answer. So we got, it's time to take action. Okay, that's Aries energy all day. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo, that's the maiden. What's the messages? You go. Somebody wants the snow. Somebody's looking forward to snow, or just the winter time, just the seasonal comfort that winter puts out there. Even though winter is cold, it's a comfort that's there. You know what I mean? When it comes to even just feeling the vibration and the love, the hugs from our feminine ancestors, okay, from Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, we always want to be connected and give her love and show her the utmost respect of appreciation, okay? Because the mothers bear it all, don't we? I'm just saying. All right. So we do have, look at, especially Mother Gaia, okay? I'm just saying, we always want to give gratitude to her. But look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. And then we have communication is key, Gemini energy, the moon energy. So bringing love into a situation and giving it, this is the endless spiral of love with the water aspect of it, if that makes there is the end of a tough cycle that is approaching, and I don't think somebody knows. Like, you know how you like, I know something's coming to an end. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but they, you want to sound, your intention is to sound positive, but you sound pessimistic. No, you really should sound optimistic because there is an ending that's coming soon. Give it the glory, give gratitude for everything that happened in those dark moments, in those dark times. Because this is what you do know. This is what I had to learn. No matter what dark moments I encounter, there's always something that comes from it. Understanding, enlightenment, healing, purification, clarity, hella gifts. Okay, your gifts are going to always get, a lot of you guys are getting really powerful spiritual gifts. Okay, so yeah, let's see. So we get some cards to go with these. We're going to lock in on the messages and then we're going to keep it pushing. I didn't want to read separate messages from the cards. If I'm pulling another deck, I wanted to go in alignment so we can just, doesn't want to be on your now we. I don't have to be on here all day or all evening together. Now I have been seeing the lovers cards come out. So okay, communication. If I know somebody got Gemini in the mix, God bless you. There's something with Gemini. God bless you. See, I have to do, this is what I have to hold myself accountable. What y'all do, I have to do better with my astrology. Okay? I do. And I'm going to. It's not that I need to, guys. I'm going to. Okay? There's something with the Gemini aspect. Or this has to do with the communication. It has to do with Mercury. What have you, y'all see that word? What have you learned? What have you understood about communication in the last 3-6 months? What have you understood about communication? Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. It goes into the title of what this live is, which is doing and being. Know when to speak, know when to tone back, pull back. It's so funny how my mom, it's her own stuff. You know what I'm saying? But she would often tell me like she called me a motor mouth when I was little, and I was just expressing myself. Shit, really? I mean, think about it. What do kids express themselves? But a lot of times as parents, there's an expectation that's put out there for whether it's spoken or unspoken expectation. Because what I was going to say was that my mom used to talk a lot, but I was a little girl who was just talking, but I had to hold back. You know what I mean? And I don't think it was ever meant for me to not talk. And I'm not gonna go into that. I'll just talk about some things in a different video. But like this is an unspoken thing with parents sometimes. Some parents where they expect certain things from their children, but they have to work on doing it themselves. And that's that energy of doing and being, because when you, it's certain things that I've learned, right, through trial and error. Nobody taught me certain things. I just had to learn it. And I have to, through my actions, show my children. Now, whether they get it or not, that's, a whole other thing, but that's what it is. A part of what if that makes sense. And it has to do with communicating and not communicating. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. I'm becoming in my age and in my understanding and growth more disciplined with saying, you know what I'm I'm saying? Because I got the Gemini, I got the Leo, I got the Pisces, I got the Libra placements all in my chart, you know? And all those are talkers, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that makes sense. So let's see, let's get a card to go with this. It's time to take action. Knight of Cups, interesting, interesting. You are good enough. Full Moon in Virgo, one card. You are good enough. Okay, King. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, okay. All right. Look at the big picture. One card. Look at the big picture. Thank you. Interesting. This is a Knight of Wands, and this is a feminine energy on there. I like that. Communication is key because as readers, a lot of times spiritualists or whatever people who come on here and do videos, we often say don't pay attention to gender, pay attention to the message. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like that. Communication is key. Thank you. Oh Lord, love and mercy. Okay. Hey man, it is what it is. So we got 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. A lot of cups. I did mention that water energy. Okay. But there's a lot of cups, you guys. There's a lot of water. This is a lot of emotions and clearing and letting go. Like she's walking away. She set it on fire. Y'all see that? How symbolic that is? To let something go once and for all. And she's going towards the sun is rising. It's like somebody doing this and you get woken out of your sleep. They say they do, whether it's during witching hours or even after witching hours, and your spirit is calling you to do something. Yes, could it be your ancestors and your whatever? Yeah. But sometimes it's your higher self waking you up. Like, no, it's time to go. Let's get this done. And like that happened. Was that today? I think that was today. I woke up pretty early and I was like, I feel I'm supposed to do something, but I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do. And I laid back, I laid down, I sat up and laid down like a couple of different times, and then I just meditated or whatever. So this is setting the intention. She put the cup, the cups represent emotions. She put that cup in that water, lit it on fire with her intentions, the fire, you know what I'm saying? And then she walked off. You dig? So it's time to walk away from some old emotions. It's time to put whatever cup you want. Maybe you were holding a cup for somebody. Maybe you were holding a place in your heart for somebody. Maybe you were giving and giving and giving to a toxic situation that is meant for you to just let go of. And maybe somebody waved, like this is like waving the white flag. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to give to this anymore. I'm going to release and surrender and take myself to an environment or a situation or whatever it is, something that's better suited for where I'm at energetically and vibrationally. Sometimes we'll stay in a situation, or whether this is our inner stuff or outer stuff, whatever. Inner stuff is reflective of outer world, okay, whatever. But like we'll do it. We'll do it for so long, and then you get, it's like being in a relationship, and it's bad, and people like, leave. What the hell are you doing? Leave. This is some sick. Like this is so unhealthy. This is so toxic. And that when you leave, that's it. That's that type of thing. Ooh. So it's time to take action now. I'm gonna just say for whoever watches this could be a Knight of Cups. Now this is a Knight of Cups. This King of Cups. The Knight of Cups is somebody who is learning to trust themselves through their emotional chaos. Somebody who is learning to, okay. Somebody who is going to learn or has learned how to give love, how to offer love. Somebody, however you fit in this equation, either you give too much in love or you don't give enough. Like you really pinch people, you crumb people. I used to tell somebody that, you can't crumb me. You know what I mean? So it's that energy. Um, it's somebody who's going and becoming a king of cup. Whether you're a masculine or a feminine baby bubba, it don't matter. You already know. It's like somebody is becoming and they're going back into or whether they're going back or they're juncturing themselves to a spiritual place. Because look at him and then look at him. Wait a minute, yeah. Look at him. This person is learning how to love. This person has found love, has mastered love. There's a starfish. There's some type of fish. This looks like a unicorn. It probably ain't no unicorn. There's a rug or a blanket with like fruits and a love letter and a bottle of wine and roses. And he has his hat, but he has this. You see how his shoes look? It's almost like this person. I'm telling you, this person, somebody is morphing into a man. Now, also, if you're a woman watching this, you like, well, Indigo, what's up? This could be you, like I said, learning to love, learning to give love appropriately because you're balanced within, because you have mastered, hello, doing and being. Sometimes when you love somebody, you don't have to be all up in their face. Talk to me, look at me, love me, hug me, kiss me, screw me. Like, you know what I mean? You don't got to do all that. You just be. You let your love be felt. Love is a vibration that can be felt. I don't have to do that. The people that love me or love them, whether I haven't talked to them in however long, they're going to know it. They're going to feel it, and vice versa. I can feel love from people. I don't have to see them. I don't have to be around them. I don't have to be up under them. Love is love. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be proved. A lot of times people feel like, well, no, you didn't tell me this. You didn't show me this. You didn't give me this. You didn't take me here. You didn't do this for me. That's not love, baby. Nobody has to prove to you. When you go to that extreme over and over and over and over and over again, more than likely you're going to be taking down a role of self-love. So you can start loving yourself and formulating. And this person has definitely formulated self-love within themselves. Boom. Look at the big picture. This is Sagittarius energy, Knight of Wands. So it's fire energy. I love the wands. I do, maybe because I'm a fire sign, but I do love the wands. This is mastering something within you. You have celebration. Somebody is finding himself in a different way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's looking at the picture, you know, my father used to tell me that since I was a little girl. Kimberly, look at the big picture. All right. So, you know, it's seeing and being grateful for everything. You know what I mean? Everything. Like, oh my. Like you have been through all these awful storms, all these awful towers, these collisions. And we're gonna get to this tower because it is sitting over here, right? You know, tower's already locked and loaded. I mean, I'm just saying. Um, but it's like you wake up with this deep realization of what you've been through has you have rediscovered yourself. You have found yourself and you're like grateful for that. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like, oh wait a minute. I see it. I see it. I see it. Oh my God. You know, and in having this possibly even, you know, some epiphanies, some deep understanding of what's been going on. Somebody's Sag, this Archer, somebody's in balance. Not in, not in, like, you know, I'm talking about somebody's in balance. You know what I'm saying? Take it how it resonates, however that meant for you, man. Okay, I know what I meant. But if you take it the other way, then that's fine. Somebody's learning to look at the bright side of things. Somebody's moving fast. Somebody's passion is rising. Bam, there you go. Somebody's passion is rising. They're becoming more passionate about life, about their situation, about their business, about the things that they are supposed to manifest. Because okay, somebody's supposed to manifest something. Okay, I'm just saying. Um, about whatever. They're becoming more passionate. Communication is key. That's new moon and that's Gemini energy. Is clarified by the Tower and the Ten of Wands. This is doing and being to me. That's what I get when I look at them two faces right there. I don't know if somebody realizes that somebody has two faces. You know, bless you. It's that might be a confirmation. My grandbaby just sneezed. I'm gonna take it as that. You know, bless you. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Some people have not found themselves. This is what, and it just hit me like maybe an hour ago, whatever. I will never take anybody's stuff personal no more, period. And I advise whoever sees this to do the same thing. Don't take anybody's stuff personal. Don't. This is if you are somebody, you know what I mean? Yeah, don't. I don't care even if somebody says it now. I know we're not gonna let nobody get too crazy with us and say something too ridiculous now, okay? But don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. Y'all remember that song by? Yeah, I know some of y'all young that watch me, but it's a song Jermaine Jackson, Michael Jackson brother wrote or has called "Don't Take It Personal." No, for real, don't take it personal. The tower. It's a beautiful tower. Look at this tower. It's beautiful. I love it. It's almost like a cocoon. The squirrel looking up, the butterflies coming. It's the transformation for me. And then somebody takes their journey, you see. They pack up. They take whatever they can take. Whatever they can't, they leave it behind. Deuces. It's all about peace. Peace. If it ain't peace for me, I don't want it. I don't function in anything less than peace. I don't know how to function. It's weird. It's uncomfortable. You know, it's like, ooh, it's like, I don't want this. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? It's like that, if that makes sense. But yeah, let's just see what's what, as my grandmother would say. Okay, they say I can continue. I thought they was trying to tell me to stop. They say go on. All right, what is the messages? Ooh, the 10 of cups. Boom, 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 boom. The 10 of cups. I love it. Ooh, it's like two people and two children playing. An older boy and a little girl. And it's so much emote. Like, oh, you know, it's like the heavens and like all the energy and all this like love just being poured. You know what I mean? Oh, I love it. Thank you. Thank you. 8 of Cups again. Surrendering to the over. None but cups. None. One. We got 10 of Wands and the Knight of Wands in the Tower. The rest of them cups. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it because I love it. I love the way the Queen of Pentacles looks. Look. Hello. Look. I love the way the Queen of Pentacles looks. All right. The Knight of Wands is like you're standing, you are locked in to what you believe. You're locked in to what you know. Your ancient wisdom is driving you to do what you need to do. This is not like, oh, this is your intuition. This was the leading, remember the mudra, this was the leading energy right here. Your ancient wisdom, you're a wise soul. You're a sage soul. Somebody might have told you sometime, as I think people saw what you were when you were little. Whoever I'm talking to, somebody saw your ass. I'm not going to go too far into that, but somebody saw you. A witch, But it's not. I don't like to because witch is so broad. But it's like she was something, and she saw you when you were little. You probably saw her. Really? Well, you came in at the right time. People see you. You know, this is the thing. That's why me and my son, I was out. This was like over, I don't know, shit, don't even matter. It was a while. It was about over a year ago. And we were walking. We were getting ready to go get something to eat because that's what we be doing. Yeah, we eat. And we were walking, and this older Spanish woman, before I could even think, before I could even react, because I don't know how I would have reacted now, because I'm in a different space. She tapped, she put her hand on my son's shoulder, because my son is very special. And I'm not saying that because, oh yeah, everybody believes their children are special. Some people have children that ain't special. I'm just saying, my son is very special. Okay? So I don't know how I would have reacted if that would have happened today. But she touched it. And what I'm saying what I'm trying to convey is that sometimes people who aren't of the light, everybody who is spiritually inclined ain't of the light. Let's be clear. Me, I'm of the light, but I am very connected to my shadow. I'm indigo, and my shadow is Raven. We'll talk about that in a different video. But everybody, and a lot of times when people see children who are special, that fucking triggers that shit. Because a lot of times, and I'm gonna just go there. Fuck it. Go in there. A lot of times when adults get triggered, because I have had many adults, you know what I'm saying, feel some type of way about my son, and he ain't did shit. And I ain't saying that from a place of being biased. I'm saying he really ain't did nothing. And people just be a certain way with him. It's because you trigger that light pierces into that darkness. If you are an adult, let's just say, for instance, and you're in your way, and you lived over half your life. You're in your 60s, 70s, however old you are, and you're around a child. Can you guys please tell, really? And all of a sudden, you start acting indifferent, like an adult acts indifferent with a child, and you like, wait a minute, this child hasn't done anything to this adult. I've personally talked to other adults like myself who have had children who have had experiences with adults, for adults treat them some type of way for no reason. It's because that my child's light is ridiculous, blinding. Okay? So if you ain't tapped into your dark, you 60, 70 years old, you had all types of things happen to you in your life, right? You've had all kind of things happen. And this light comes to you. And it just triggers you, like, this child is free. This child talks a certain way. This child expresses themselves a certain way. This child is open. They're communicative. They're loving. They're open. And then the parent loves on them. What you think, man? When I was little, I was very much loved. That's why I said what I said. Somebody can see you and see that shit, and it will trigger them, and they will try to do something to stop you. They will try to do something to stop you from accomplishing what you're supposed to accomplish. But when you have the type of ancestors and spirits that rock with you and fuck with you the long way and don't care about none of that fuck shit, you're going to be who you're going to be regardless. But I do suggest, okay, from a very powerful place of love, keep your children under you. Stop sending your child and children to every mother lover and having them around people all the time. When I learned that shit, I don't have to relearn it no more. That's a path I don't have to go down no more. Even if I'm around my child and they're around me, rather, I don't need to go around everybody. I don't need to expose my son to certain people. My granddaughter don't need to be around everybody, whether she got an adult with her or not. You don't know what people carry on them. Well, I be trying to tell people, you don't know. You think you know, you don't know. Just saying, you don't know. Oh, I had to go there. Mm-hmm. No. You cannot ignore what is. I'm a person who did it. I'm 43 years old. I did the majority of my life try to ignore the truth about people. The truth will be staring right here in my face. This is me, and here go the truth. And I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, for what? Just so I can be comfortable around somebody, just so I can go and not, you know what I'm saying, be uncomfortable. Hey, that's part of what I had to do, was be uncomfortable. Now, the sun is going towards the glory. The glory is you. You are the sun. The masculine aspect of you is the sun. The moon is the feminine. Now we're moving to glory days. We're moving to joy. We're moving to our insides feeling warm and cozy. Like I said, with this winter solstice going to be coming soon. The Eight of Swords is getting out of our heads, getting out of our way, our shadow side. You look at this. Listen, watching yourself, watching yourself go through this death and transformation. Die already. Whatever needs to come apart, let it fall apart. Let it unravel. Let it unravel. I'm just saying. Let's clarify it though. Eight of Swords. We got the Five of Cups. Yeah, exactly. Because look at the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is emotionally unraveling. You've been through a lot. Just like I was talking about that young lady who I was watching today. Bless you, baby. Just like I was talking about that young lady who was talking about letting that cry out, releasing. Do it in the shower, do it in water, do it in a spiritual bath, do it while you're just running water. Do it. Just let the tears, the water is indicative of your tears needing to flow. Go, okay? This Queen of Pentacles is calm, protected, stable, in alignment, very in tune with her intuition, baby bubba. She's growing, like, yeah, because look at these are coming from her. Dang, what movie is that? Where they have the antlers coming from their face. Like, your face is changing. Your whole everything is going to change. You're becoming who you're supposed to become, what you're supposed to look like. Everything is going to come into alignment. You're going to start dressing different, eating different, shining different, talking different, looking different. Everything, okay? This Magician. Too many. One card for the Magician, please. What's the one card for the Magician, please? The Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Moon. Oh, yes, give it to me. This Magician is, I love this deck. Oh, Lord. Look at that. That's the Magician. Okay. Oh, you're very welcome. You know, like, it's interesting that you said you're going through your third Venus return, because when I'm going through transformations or going through the ascension phases, I don't know what to call them. I just be like, I'm going through death and rebirth. But they all serve a purpose. I know that since you're saying the Venus, I want to mention that because you wasn't in the earlier part. There's a lot of cups. So there's a lot of love. So I feel like maybe that's what a lot of people are going through or experiencing. Part of it is the learning, because I was saying with the Nine of Cups showing, like, a lot of people are learning how to love. You know what I mean? And this could be men, this could be women, this is all of us. We're all connected. You know what I mean? Let's keep it real. But anyways, let me just go back to this Magician. Yeah, I think it was a Magician I was clarifying. I think I was going to clarify, yeah. Look at the roots coming from. I love the look of roots. I love it. The Seven of Pentacles. You know, the Eight of Pentacles is when we're bam, bam, bam. The Seven of Pentacles is like appreciating where you're at almost. Yeah, because the Knight of Wands gives me that same energy. You know, appreciating where you're at and seeing what sprouted, what has become in front of you, if that makes sense. And in any regard, take it how it resonates. It's seeing yourself. Have you ever seen yourself in your true self? Have you really allowed yourself from, see, the only way that you could see, let's just keep it real, the only way that you could see yourself in its purest form is the more you release and the more you rip away, you rip away, you rip away, and you allow these to keep on happening. You allow these, and then you'll be able to see yourself more. Trust me on that. The more you allow the whatever needs to come away, you're able to see yourself in your truest form. Love will come to the person who allows that the fastest. And I'm not saying, okay, I'm not talking about, you got the love. I'm saying somebody will match you vibrationally. They will come in and they will be very gentleman-like. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's what, if you're unless you into, same sex or whatever, but they will be very gentleman or woman, you know what I'm saying? They'll be very dignified and very loving and very almost unbelievably, are you for real? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you for real? But it's once you find who you are, it's once you master who you are. I'm a loving person. I've been doing this thing lately, consciously and subconsciously, where I've been like, I am different. I am meant to look different. I'm not meant to look like everybody else. I'm not meant to dress like anybody else. I'm not meant to talk like anybody else. I'm not meant to do anything like nobody else. I have to literally be out here, and I've been literally, this is something I've been hearing myself say to myself. And then I've been doing it intentionally. That's why I said subconscious and it's conscious. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like intentionally, I'm doing it. And I've seen like dream visions of certain things in my future, and it's scary because I have that. That's one of my gifts. And I didn't realize well, I ain't gonna say I realized that it's been going on since I was a little girl, but yeah. I saw when my daughter was pregnant with my granddaughter, I saw her in a vision, like a little girl was literally standing at my door, and the way she looks now. So it's like we have everything inside of us. It's just the more we pull away from the old stuff, the stuff that doesn't make any sense, the stuff that's like, what the, you know what I'm saying? That old shit, then we become our purest self. We become fairies. We become, we give love dust to people, like literally, like that's who we become. We become love fairies. We become visions of our grandmothers, because our grandmothers, for not all of us, okay, I'm just, but like a lot of us had grandmothers. I think I mean, I could be wrong, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But like, I feel like my generation was one of the last generations where grandmothers really went hard for their grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? They really, really, really went hard. My grandmother like always said her intentions with me, and she always wanted me to be better. And even with my grandfather, you know what I'm saying? I lost him when I was pretty young. To me, 18 is young, because I wanted him so much longer, But it's like we are becoming what people like that saw in us for so long, what they saw us to be, if that makes sense. So yeah. The moon card I also feel it's the Virgo card. A lot of us could have Virgos in our chart. Take a deep breath. Okay. The moon. This is immersing yourself in your emotions under the moon. Oh, really? Oh, wow. I lost my grandfather a few months after I graduated from high school. And he was that man, he had heart issues and he was in a lot of pain. And I remember my mother saying that, and he still was there for us. Like when I mean us, I mean my parents' other children. And so he showed up. He was there, and it hurt. I don't even think I processed it. Like I knew I was devastated by his transitioning, but it was like I was doing everything robotically that showed that I was devastated. But I see back then I didn't know how to process stuff. Now it's different. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was yeah, yeah. I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna talk because I've been wanting to do this. Procrastination should have been my middle name, man, because I've been really wanting to talk about grandparents. I really want to share with you guys. I want to share some stuff with y'all. Okay, and we're gonna get there. But the moon, this is immersed. This is drowning. This is comfortably drowning in emotions under the moon. I know that sounds crazy. No, it don't. And looking beautiful while doing it. This is the death. And look at the moon. This deck, I can't. I'm so wild about it. Look at the moon. And you see the white wolf and the black wolf. The karmic chains and the chains of freedom. The white wolf is the light, the savior, the spiritual attunement rather. The dark is the shadow, the demonic forces that shadow or that persuade us to stay in stuck cycles. Cycles, you know what I mean? Proudest moment is when we're discussing this on the other side. When we're able to be on the other side and discuss all of this. Sitting high in the sky, loving out and being progressively aware of everything that we need to be aware of. Okay, so I'm gonna close this out because I'm so proud of myself. It's almost an hour and I'm drained. But thank you for joining me. I don't know, something's off with the reader here on YouTube because I know it's been more people in here because the number keep changing. But thank you for you that's in here. BB, thank you, Love Bug. And also thank you for everybody else who watches this. I appreciate you guys, okay, so much. I send everybody again love, love, love. Ain't nothing but love up in here, okay? I love you guys. Peace.